All right, guys. Hello. Today we're going to make the perfect. Hi, Michael. We're going to make the perfect fried noodles. This is the rice noodles. Everybody know this in the term called fried bihun, right? So you guys been in Singapore. Hi. So you have been watching my video. This is a channel about fast, healthy, easy recipes, live streaming 2 times a week on Friday and on Sunday. So Sunday is a day where I will share my family recipe. And today I'm going to make this very simple, my mother's favorite fried rice noodle. Fried bihun, we call it in Singapore. So I have actually made a side dish and I'm going to show you at the end so you know what is it. So this is something that you can make and effortlessly, and make sure you stay until the end so you get to see what I will serve this rice noodle with. So let's jump on and make these yummy fried noodles. All right. So I'm going to show you what we need here. So we have some vegetables. You guys know I love vegetables, and it is I'm very talented. Thank you, Michael. You are talented too. Okay, so vegetables is very important. Pepper, you guys know pepper is very good for wrinkles, right? So if you want to get rid of wrinkles, you should eat more of this. Carrots and then some scallion, and then I have a bunch of garlic. I think it's about 5 of them. I chop them, and then this is going to be ready to be used. And then over here, I have a chicken. It has been marinated for at least 20 minutes. This is a chicken breast, not chicken breast, chicken thigh without the bone. You can buy this ready, or you can debone it. It's very difficult to debone it, but it is possible. So what I have done here is I marinate them with a little bit of fish sauce, and then, thank you, and then some chicken powder. So this will make the chicken more softer when you fry them. So it's not like hard, right? So chicken breast, you fry it very hard. Chicken thigh, usually they are more tender. So I recommend using chicken thigh. And then over here I have 3 beaten eggs. Just marinate them with a little bit of salt and pepper. And if you like, add some sesame oil, but it's not necessary. So I'm going to show you. This is how it looks like. The fried rice noodle. We call that bihun in Singapore. So the trick is, right, to make this really good bihun is that you have to make sure that, because this bihun is slightly belongs to the thicker type, so you want to be able to boil them for quite a long time. A lot of recipe they put it boil for 3 minutes, right? So generally you want to boil them at least 5 minutes, because the reason why, right, if you boil them, undercook them, the noodles is going to be very dry when you fry them. It all depends on what you want to do with it. If this dish is going to be like stir fried, so you want to make sure that the bihun is tender enough, and you want to make sure that the water absorb right through into the bihun, so that it's not like so dry, right? So you want to make sure it is very tender, fully cooked. I would say last time I used to tell people, oh, don't have to cook them, 75% is okay. But in this case, if you are frying this, you want to make sure that they are fully cooked. So what I do is that I will loosen them up, and then with some water. I usually like to do them with a little bit of water. Of course, it's not so wet, because you're going to mix this with the dark soy sauce later on. All right, and then that is the tricky part. So you have to watch this and see how I pull through this recipe. All right, so let's get cooking. I'm going to turn on the heat now. So let's see here. Can you guys see, right? Can see. I think Facebook is going to come in front here today a bit. Facebook, YouTube, and then Facebook a little bit back. Otherwise you get burned, yeah? So going to start on the heat now with a little, and make sure you have enough oil. You want to be stingy on that. This is about 1 tablespoon. I would love to add a little bit more, which is about 2 tablespoons, because the noodles is quite a lot. Okay, of course, if you're concerned about putting on weight and all that, you should not put so much. Let me just read some comment before I go on, right? See, hi Sarah. Oh man, drowning, homegrown. Basins, you're lucky to have it. you guys are lucky. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the comment. So, I'm not so sure who is lucky here, but we're, we're cooking. So this is a very simple recipe. I think most Singaporean, they can pull through this recipe. It's so easy. But the trick is to make this really restaurant style. You have to take note of, the temperature of the noodles and also how you cook them. So over here I have some oil. So I'm going to use about half of the garlic. And you don't want to cook this for too high heat, all right? So now let me just slow this down a little bit because it's too high the heat. So I'm going to put the noodle on top. I get a new pan. So you hear the sizzling sound, right? So you want this sizzling sound to continue. Don't stop there. So I'm going to turn on the heat quite high at this time because you want to just fragrance the garlic. And then the next step is adding the dark soy sauce. Okay. Okay, now this is the important part. You don't want to stop there. You want to just keep on a medium-low heat and you just continue to fry them. Alright? So meantime, you have some time, you can go and mix the sauce. So let me show you how I make this sauce. Over here, there is a cup. Let me just pull you guys a little bit further so you can see. So you can see also at the same time how I'm making the noodles. So over here, I have a cup. I have about just a tiny bit of dark soy sauce. About a teaspoon should be enough. And then you want to add about slightly over a teaspoon of oyster sauce. And then you want to add some sesame oil. And then some sugar. Unfortunately, a little bit of sugar you need. Alright. So about a teaspoon. And then you want to add some salt. Alright, agar-agar. About a teaspoon, depending on how salty you want it. Remember, the soy sauce and the dark soy sauce is already quite salty, so you don't want to overdo it. So you're going to add some stock in here. So now, just stir the noodles. Make sure you use a chopstick and you loosen it like that. You want the water to be evaporated So you want to make sure that your heat is quite high, all right? If let's say you see that it is quite moist, it means that. So now again, loosen this up. In Italian, we have this al dente, right? But in Chinese cooking, if you are cooking in a real wok, seriously, you have to make sure that the wok is heated enough. But in this case, we are talking about cooking in Sweden. You know, we don't have this really big wok, and we don't have gas here in Sweden. Most of the people, 99% are using electricity. So unfortunately, we cannot get this kind of gas restaurant wok effect. But I'm going to show you how close we can go. By using this method, by just loosening this, and just making sure that you cook in a high temperature and no water at all. This will help to make your noodle very, very, I don't know how you call that, restaurant style. You know the zicha style. We have a restaurant we call the zicha. So, alright, so now this is ready now. So I'm going to plate them into my container here, so you can see it's drying up now, and I don't want to dry this for too much, so I'm going to transfer them over here. All right, so now a little bit more oil, just tiny little bit, because this is a non-stick pan, and then you want to have some garlic, because now you're going to fry the chicken. And for chicken wise, you want to make sure that they are fully cooked. And wait for a while until you can smell the aroma of this garlic. Can smell it? Can you guys smell it? Oh, hello Sarah. So now the chicken. So again, you know, with the chopstick, is for me, I find it's the most easiest way when it's okay. But you know, I find it noodle you have more control, because I'm very good in using chopsticks, so I find it's easier. Use whatever you find it's easier for you. Yeah. So just go ahead. Just want to separate them. Okay, now I want to increase the heat a little bit more, because I didn't feel the sizzling sound. Okay. So while this is cooking, I'm going to add some more water into this container. Alright? About 2 tablespoons of 3. So you get this really nice mixture. And then, you know, the trick is don't pour everything, okay, guys? Because this is really depending on individual preference. This is my standard because I prefer it very salty. So I usually like to make a cup like that. Then I just spoon and I just put them on the noodles according to my taste. So it's always easy to remove not to remove, to add on the salt. Then, you know, you put on too much salt, and then, you know, you cannot do anything about it, right? So I think it's easier. So now just making sure that this chicken is cooking well. So I like to cover them because I like it to be steamed a little bit also, so that it is not so dry. And it's not so noisy, right? I think cooking in general, it's really a little bit of common sense. I don't know, maybe some people, they have very good common sense. I think my common sense is like average. Sometimes when I get overstressed. I don't see what is coming, or I cannot forecast what is going to happen. So I think you have to observe all the time, flavors, taste of it, the look of it. Well, now let's open, and I'm going to just, I can smell this already. Okay, one more minute because I want this to be really cooked and steamed, and then you can hear me. Really, it's depending on how you look at it. Texture, color, the heat is really, really important when it comes to Asian cooking. So don't assume that I'm a professional cook. I don't even know how to cook a rice when I first arrived in Sweden. So it's all over the years of learning and willing to learn and make mistakes. You have to make mistakes in order to learn. So it is perfectly okay if sometimes your cooking is not according to the pictures that you have found on the internet or the recipes, right? So most importantly is that you know what went wrong, and then from there you don't repeat the mistakes again. I think that is the most important, and that's how you would learn better. Okay, now the chicken is ready, almost. Okay, I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit. You want to make sure the chicken cook really well. You don't want to eat something that is not cooked, especially chicken. Chicken is not something you fool around. Alright, fish is okay. If you undercook or just cook them just at the edge, it's okay. But not chicken. Chicken is so dangerous if you undercook them. Okay, now I'm going to increase the temperature a little bit more, and then I'm going to add the pepper. Now pepper, you need some time to cook them. This piece of chicken is a bit too thick. I want to just check them and see if they are cooked through. Okay, vegetables don't need to cook too long. I'm going to add the carrot. Okay, now this is done. I'm going to transfer them over to this plate. This plate is just for vegetables. So let me just transfer them. Some people, I get some of my audience ask me, hey Esty, how come don't put everything all the way, all in? Yeah? I know what you're thinking, but that's not the way. You want to cook them individually because you want to make sure, especially when you're cooking chicken, you want to make sure that they are cooked through. And then you want to just boil up this sauce. So when this comes to a boiling point, all right, let me just pour this back again because I don't want to add too much. I want to make sure that I have a control. just a little bit, so that I can add on later on. So now the noodle. Oops. See, it's like golden and shiny. It's so beautiful looking. And now you want to heat up again the temperature. Make sure you go on to the maximum high, the highest possible, because now you're gonna make this you're gonna cook this really fast. Again, you want to spread the noodle. Right? Okay, now let's taste, because don't add the rest of the ingredients to taste the noodle. Taste the noodle now, and then you see if you need to add more seasoning. Hello, Dottie. Okay, I think the noodle is at the age. Still haven't reached my salty standard, but I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredient anyway. You see why I do that later. Alright, why I do that, right? Because remember, all of this, I didn't add any salt, any seasoning, any pepper, nothing, right? So at this point, I want to add the seasoning on top of the noodle. Okay, on top, so that the vegetables, the chicken has the flavors. How are you, Dudley? Happy New Year, and hope you have a great time in Singapore. Okay, done. Okay, done. But I'm gonna save some for later because LG doesn't like the spring onion, so I'm gonna do that without. Let me bring you guys closer a little bit so you can see whether is it can pass or not. Can pass or not. Okay, I turn off the heat now. Let me just remove this because it's very hot. Very steamy here, hot. So you can see it's so shiny, and the chicken, everything is perfectly cooked. So if you eat at home alone, you can eat them directly from the pot, right? Happy New Year, SD. Yeah, Happy New Year, Dottie. And that's what you can do, right? It doesn't matter. There's no rule saying that you cannot eat from the pot. You can't eat from the pot because it's hot pot, right? Very nice. When it's winter, it's like this cold. It's really nice to eat from the hot pot. So this is something that I would like to. I cook usually on the weekend. That's what my mother always do because we have a lot of kids to feed. So this is economical. It's easy, like you said. It's just 5-10 minutes of preparation food, and then after that you just walk them like 15 minutes. It's all done, right? So guys, this is what is gonna happen to my channel, and we're going to just keep you guys informed why I've been so busy lately while I taste my food. And I'm going to show you the side dish that I made. All right, this is the side dish. Oh my god, I forgot to cook the. You are in Singapore now, okay? You know what, guys? There's something I've forgotten to add in. Can you guys guess what it is? All right, put that in the comment. It's very silly, right? Sometimes you get to make mistake, but it is okay. So I'm going to show you this side dish that I make. Then this is my own chicken leg fillet, right? So the meat is very tender, and I don't like the chicken nuggets to be dry. So to withhold the moisture of this tender chicken, one trick, all right, use a cookie flour or bread flour to coat this chicken. Of course, you have to marinate them with egg yolk, salt and pepper, a little bit of sesame oil, and then a little bit of chicken powder. And then you marinate them for about 15 minutes. And then you coat them with this flour, the bread flour. The bread flour that I cook is very fine, so it's not drying it up. When you cook them, you can cook them longer because especially chicken, you want to make sure that they are totally kaput, right? Totally dead. You don't want to have any bacteria inside your stomach. So, and I noticed that when I cook them, when you are coated this, the meat the moisture is being trapped inside this, and therefore you could cook them longer, and also the meat doesn't dry out. So this is my way, because I just want to try this way, because I tried salmon yesterday and it works brilliantly, and I thought I want to try and use the chicken style. So try it yourself, all right? I think it's definitely worthwhile trying. So I'm going to eat this with the noodle, and of course you want to know what am I missing, right? Don't laugh, okay? The egg, the fried egg. I forgot to fry the egg. Okay. Sometimes we have to be a bit, what do you call that? Mindful when you cook. And that's why I try to put everything together so I see it. But because today you notice my layout was like I try to put this direction, right? So certain things is running out of hand. But if I have something that is in a small area, then I can see. But sometimes I still get missed. So I'm sure you miss that too. Everybody make mistakes. And this is want to not thank you, but it's fun to have you here. And if you are new to my channel, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, when you subscribe to my channel, make sure you put the bell notification on, because when you put that on, every time when I upload a new video, you will get notified. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. And also, when you get notified, you can come in and type in the comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any comment, and even if you are watching this video at a replay, it is still okay, because I have let the comment be published so that I could keep track on whatever questions that you guys have for me. I'll try to answer them. All right. So, comment of the week. I have people who wrote to me and they said, "Oh, ST, do you think you can do a Q&A soon?" I said, yes. Right now at my YouTube channel, I'm soon reaching 13,000 subscribers. So 13,000 people is a lot, guys, it's a lot. And I want to make sure that I keep growing, because I just notice that my channel is like growing steadily, not going down, but up always. So it's really good, and by you guys being here and helping me to share this video would be a great help, to bring in more people. So please do that for me. All right, share this video to 3 people that you really care about. And also don't forget to check me out on my next live streaming. The channel, I will be adding more contacts, and I have done some arrangement that is going to be renewed next week, and I will not want to review them now. So you have to check out my time. And for the live streaming, I think a lot of people were asking me, can you please let us know in advance what time you're gonna? So don't worry, all right? I'm trying to keep this in under control so that you guys know. But Friday and Sunday is a fixed date that I go on live. But I will be doing more live streaming, like a vlog. Like if anything happen around the area, I'll let you guys know. You know what is on the internet. So it was recorded, and I was thinking, wow, good. You know, this is live streaming. It's supposed to be real, right? So it is my way. When I am in the kitchen, I want to get help and I don't get the help that I need. So sometimes we have to step up a bit to demand for that help, because we cannot be like working like a dog and then, suffering and we suck it in, right? Sometimes it is only healthy that we are able to speak up for ourselves, uh, and being there for ourselves. And I always tell people, always stand up for yourself. Don't care about what other people think about you. Even though I was on the internet, I wasn't even care about what other people would think about me. That I was so pissed off that day. So this is real TV, real situation, real kitchen, real people. And this is not something that I make up, right? So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope to see you in my next live streaming. All right, guys. So sayonara. Have a nice weekday, weekend, Sunday, and I'll see you next. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yes.